we go do these shows. The first show was great, and then the second show had this already. You can see them walking in. You're like, gonna be an issue. Right? So there's like it's this fucking gaggle of middle-aged women that are just like, this is just going to be their fun little kind of a time. They sit stage right, like in the front. They're kind of seated like they're Last Supper style. You know what I mean? Like they're all together and they're all just having. And the worst part is like, so I see the host go on. Jen was her name, very funny, and she's fucking trying to do warm up. She's only doing
That's
like
a good plug for her, also. Jen
from Minnesota.
Possibly she's the only one.
Yeah, so she's trying to like warm up the crowd and stuff. I see them talking during her set. She kind of says something to them about like, oh, so you guys are pretty rowdy. You know, that kind of a thing, but doesn't shut them down necessarily. Kind of just like, she's very nice to them as a host, you know, kind of needs to be. So I go on stage, I'm like a minute into the show, and it's just, they're like doing, first they're starting off with the positive heckling where they're like, oh my God, can you believe, no, he said about this. Like they're repeating your punchlines, they're explaining why that's funny on a number of levels. I said something about cats, they were like, woo! Love cats.
Yeah.
I got cats. One of our cats was feral, like it's just going on this whole thing, and so now I have this.
It's the worst heckle because you look like a piece of shit if you get mad.
100%.
Because it's an enthusiastic, you know, quote unquote supportive thing,
show.
But it's like, you're not. Like, if you're talking about the bit afterwards, fucking, you know, write a note in your phone or something to discuss, because if you try to break it down in that moment at your table, you are throwing both the comedian off and the pace of the crowd, and just
and everybody's looking. People can see and look and know that something's happening. And
but then they just slice your nuts off by being like, we were saying we loved the joke.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. I go on and I'm like, now I got this decision to make, man. I can either destroy the show and just be like, go nuclear and be like, fuck you, get the fuck, because that's the other thing about Minnesota, everybody's super nice. They're doing that thing where they're staring at you and saying hi and smiling and they don't want anything from you.
I'm like,
stop
being intimate.
I told them, I was like, yes, I asked for somebody, I'll explain this later. So anyway, so I go, I'm waiting for these people. I kind of politely engage them, and I'm just like, "Oh, you guys really think this is about you, huh?" And I'm like, kind of sarcastically sniping them little by little, and they're getting kind of worse. I'm like, "All right, you guys just need to stop." And they were like, that kind of a thing. So now I go, I want to go nuclear and be like, "You fucking fat old barren bitch, get out of it," that kind of thing. But I'm like, I won't get him back in time for Bobby to come on, and that's not my fucking.
And just for those of you that are listening, it's also really difficult to find a joke that follows. You guys are seriously ruining the show. Like, cut it out.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, so I just flew in.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to be? So back to my wife.
Yeah.
It's like,
so it's a fucking it's a nightmare. So I just fucking plow through. I kind of talk over them. I'm like, isn't it crazy how loud they're talking? I kind of turn the crowd on them a little bit and stuff. So, and I was like, I want to set them up for Bobby, so at least they get going a little bit. They kind of shut up a little bit. I get off stage, and because I say that was the other thing. I said to the security guard in the back, I was like, oh man, it's crazy that you guys haven't kicked him out yet. Like giving like a clues to them, and the guy is just standing there, like literally 2 feet behind him. And then I follow that up. I've been like, oh, do you have like one of those moves you can do, like you pinch their shoulders so you can make that one and that one pass out for 10 minutes, and then I was like, that's my clue to be like, get him the fuck out, or at least lean over and be like, you got to keep it down.
Yeah, shut your face.
So they don't do anything. So I get off stage. Bobby's going to walk on stage. I walk back. The only thing I say to him as I pass him, we usually just say, he'll say, how are they? Or, one or two words, right? I just walk past him. I go, the fuck didn't they kick them out? And keep walking. And he was like, what? What's happening? So he heard it all the way from the green room, which is, down the hall, right? So I go in the green room. I'm fucking, kind of pissed off because I was like, it wasn't, a great set because, no one's really paying, is the thing. And
Did we have some fans from the show at that one?
So I'll get to that afterwards, right? So they fucking, I'm starting to drink a water. I sit down. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. All of a sudden, I hear Bobby go, "Shut the fuck up!" Like that. He goes, "Shut up! Just shut the fuck up! You've been talking the whole fucking time," like that. And instantly, now it's over. So these ladies are kicked out, right?
Well, and incredulous at the fact that they were kicked out, right?
Yes, they are. They walk
that's
past.
That's what's so baffling about this and live performance in general. Again, it's going to be next episode, but we talked a lot about how people are just blatantly scrolling through their phones, not even looking at anything in particular, just trying to find a better option than whatever they're currently experiencing.
Yeah.
Not even giving what the fuck's in front of them a chance. And it's like, what the fuck is this? What is going on?
Yeah.
In inhumanity where we have zero awareness and zero ability to empathize even. Just empathize with somebody who is fucking talking that you paid to see.
A lot of times it's alcohol, I feel like. It's
yeah, well, that's why I think fucking booze is the worst thing to happen to live entertainment. It should be all weed. 2 joint minimum.
Nah, but sometimes you get too subdued on weed, too.
No, man.
I've done those shows where everyone gets high and it sucks.
Panic. I've never done a shitty weed show ever in my life.
I have. I'll tell you about them off the mic. So anyway, so I fucking so the women walk past the green room and they are fucking livid that they're kicked out.
Yeah.
Livid, right? They're walking by and again, these are Minnesota
They
women.
are high on methamphetamine.
So they're walking by and go, oh my god, I've never been so offended. Oh my god. And she goes, I ought to go back. Literally, this is the part that I had on video that I sent you guys. She goes as she walks by, she goes, I ought to go back there and karate chop his ass. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, get out of here.
That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.